Take it from Marco and millions of other businesses who've used ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter can help you find the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free. At ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/FREE. ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire.
It's the kind of stuff that'll keep you up at night.
I've been abducted 3 times.
Coast to Coast AM.
Overnight, this one.
On News Radio 920 and 104.7 FM. News Radio 920 and 104.7 FM.
Less big government. This is the Sean Hannity Show.
All right, 25 to the top of the hour. We will never forget 9/11/2001. We lost 2,977 of our fellow Americans on that very dark day. And even today, 9/11 related illnesses continue sadly to take lives. We have a whole generation that knows little to nothing about our nation's darkest day. And it kind of blows me away. My daughter was born 13 days before this. Now 21, about to be 22. Crazy. So the 9/11 Institute, Tunnel to Towers 9/11 Institute, they're trying to right this wrong and educate kids kindergarten through 12th grade about 9/11. They have a non-fiction first-hand accounts told through videos. They're discovering heroes book series. They have accounts that are moving unparalleled. Kids will not forget these stories. And the Institute offers full curriculum units with scripted social studies about activities and a background for teachers. They have a speakers bureau for classrooms and access to 9/11 first responders, survivors, loved ones. They have their mobile exhibit, tractor trailer with an interactive museum and 9/11 artifacts. They have the Russell F. Siller Memorial Scholarship available for the children program recipients who are exemplary high school students preparing for college. Anyway, all of this is only possible through your generosity, and we hope all of you will join us here at Team Hannity and just commit to $11 a month. If everyone hearing my voice right now does this, this work will go on in perpetuity. Just go to their website, Tunnel to Towers, the letter T, the number 2, the letter T.org. The letter T, the number 2, the letter T.org for the Tunnel to Towers Foundation. I don't want to belabor this point, but it really does need to be belabored a little bit. What happened yesterday is the judge, they got caught. This was a sweetheart deal that was even sweeter than we ever knew. And when Judge Noreka asked the DOJ whether or not they could still be investigating Hunter while simultaneously agreeing to grant him immunity from any further prosecution, okay, explain to me, why would you investigate somebody that you've agreed that you can't prosecute down the road? So this was all designed to eliminate any possibility that real charges that could put Hunter in jail and remove all of it. But they didn't want to be upfront. They didn't want to be honest about it. And the judge kept saying, this is very unusual, non-standard. Can any of you give me a precedent for this? Whoopsie daisy, don't ask that question because none of them could. And so the judge rightly demanding, in the future filings, if they're going to restrict the deal to cover Hunter's past crimes before she's going to let it go through. In other words, they're going to give him blanket immunity from any future prosecution. Oh, there's a whole list of issues now that we know that show great vulnerability for Hunter. And anyway, so that's how absurd this whole thing has gotten. This whole thing has been another exposure of the DOJ of Joe Biden being weaponized and being politicized. And it now creates a massive problem for Merrick Garland's Department of Justice. Because if they're really probing Hunter Biden, okay, then and they really believe in the possibility, and they're paying any attention to the IRS whistleblowers, what we're learning in the Oversight Committee and in the Judiciary Committee, You know, they're no longer going to be able to refuse questions by the way of congressional investigators by claiming, oh, the investigation's ongoing. Well, we're going to hear from Devin Archer on Monday. Miranda Devine believes that he's going to attest to the fact that on 24 occasions doing foreign business deals that Hunter would call daddy, and Pops would get on the phone with Hunter's foreign business partners and impress the crap out of him and show that he's going to be part of the deal. That was the whole point of it. Anyway, so, you know, at what point is there now an investigation into the Justice Department? Well, that's what Jim Jordan is trying to get to the bottom of. Private citizen, Hunter Biden gets a motorcade. That's my favorite. You know, I want a 3/4 reduction in my child care payments. Let me fly into the hearing on a private jet. Not against private jets, just against deadbeat dads that don't want to pay child support based on the massive amounts of money that this guy made over the years. You know, and why don't they even recognize this precious 4-year-old little girl? It's not her fault, the circumstances under which she was born. And from everything I've heard, and we sent Sarah Carter down to Arkansas, talk to people in the town, they're aghast that the President of the United States won't acknowledge his own granddaughter. Anyway, the judge has ordered Hunter now